Good morning from Wesdools, cycling to every parkrun country in the world. I made it to Sweden this morning. So I'm in Sweden and this is country number 10 and it's day number 80. So my plan for Sweden is basically heading towards my friend's house in Orebro, which is about 280 kilometers away. I should get there in 2-3 days. So, good sleep last night, nice and quiet in the forest. This bike trail is taking me through the woods. So, I'm going to pack up, have some breakfast first, pack up, and then get cycling on a Monday morning while everybody else is working very hard. Morning campers, day 81 in Sweden. Pretty cold last night, a lot of condensation on the tent, but it could be another half an hour before the sun decides to hit the tent, so I'm going to pack away a damp tent. And then I'm going to head to McDonald's. It's a McMuffin breakfast and it's only 45 minutes away en route to Orebro. So my plan today is to try and get in the outskirts of Orebro by this evening. Good morning, day 81 in Sweden. I had a tough day yesterday, very tough day. 74 miles, a lot of off-road, trying to avoid going on the E18 dual carriageway, which had no hard shoulder. It was a bit of a nightmare, quite scary. So I spent a lot of time cycling in the off-road forest trails, or the old King's Highway, which is an old road that went from Oslo to St. Petersburg in Russia about 400 years ago. Anyway, been raining a little bit during the night. I'm going to pack away the wet tent and head to my friend's place in Arboga, which is probably about 4 or 5 hours away. I'm looking forward to a few days rest and just putting my feet up and having a shower, washing all my clothes. So maybe the next time I speak to you will be after I've seen my friends and heading north. That's the plan at the moment, heading north to Umea. Morning, day 82, 83, something like that. So I just left my friends Mick and Sue's house in Arboga in Sweden. I've had a lovely 5 days with them, fully refreshed. Thank you for looking after me. All my batteries recharged, including mine. So heading north with the target of being Umea, which is about 500 miles north, I think, roughly. So yes, I'm heading north. This is the first car going past me now. It's the first car I've seen since I got here on this quiet road. So the roads were a lot quieter besides that car. And so 500 miles north, should be a lot more nature, a lot quieter roads, a lot more chilling. I think lower hills. Yeah, not many hills this side of Sweden. So yeah, heading north, getting back on the bike. Lovely. I've got a brand new cycle path. I'm the only person on it. Don't know how long it goes on for, but it's perfect. Look at it. Morning, day 84, I think. So I've done about 30 miles already this morning, of early start, and heading north towards a place called Sundsvall. But I should get there on Wednesday. I've got warm showers there. So at the moment it's purely forest trails and quiet roads. So I've just sat down at a lay-by and having a biscuit, and a young girl comes over in from a mobile home saying, "Do you want a coffee?" So I shared a coffee with her and her boyfriend. Had a good chat about Swedish life, and she's actually from Umea, which is where I'm heading ultimately. But that was nice. I got back on my bike and just literally 100 meters and asked somebody for some water, and we had a good chat, and they gave me some cakes to take with me on my journey. Beautiful day. It's a beautiful area, lots of water, lots of countryside, stunning. Well, I think this might be my favourite lunchtime stop location of all time, so far at least. It's pretty special. How cool is that? That is stunning, stunning. Good morning, day 88. Raining last night, got a bit wet last night, but it's cleared up. Nice day, can be a nice day I think. Day 88, heading north, just continue heading north. My destination is Sundsvall, which is about 130 miles, so I'll get there tomorrow tea time, all being well. So hopefully as I get further north the roads will get quieter and quieter, and it's nice and flat round here, so it's all quite pleasant. About 30 miles of nothing really ahead of me, just trees, rocks, grass and the occasional car. So good, 30 miles till I reach a bit of civilization and hopefully get a cappuccino somewhere. Just enjoying this. It's not raining, it's sunny, gorgeous, no wind, so it's a good day. Well, that's day 88 over with 65 miles-ish. Very nice camp spot next to a lake. But it's gone very cold, so I've put my little jackets on and I think I'm going to go to bed quite early. I'm shattered. Got to be up early tomorrow only because the rain's coming, so I want to be packed up a tent and on the bike before the rain arrives. And then tomorrow night I've got warm showers up in Sundsvall. So not a long day, about 70 miles. But at least I'm now getting a bed, a bit of home comforts. So I'll see you tomorrow, day 89. Evening, day 91 comes to a close. So I left my warm showers host pier this morning and then headed into Sundsvall, where I spent the day just wandering around the museum, having a coffee, watching the kids all graduate, been parading around town, all very happy kids, and then headed out of town. Saw loads of American cars everywhere. I don't know what the special relationship is with old American cars in Sweden, but there's so many here. Anyway, I've now camped in some woods. It should be a nice quiet evening. Just saw a fox a few minutes ago, so yeah, looking forward to a nice peaceful sleep. Oh, it's about 90 miles to go, but it's cold, wet and horrible, to Umea. That's where I'm heading. This road's not too bad. As soon as I said that, all the cars appear. One in front, one behind. Yeah, not very nice today. But the sun's going to shine tomorrow, so I'll appreciate it more tomorrow. Morning, day 94 or 95, I'm not too sure. I've just spent 2 days camping next to the beach. It's been lovely, it's been a lovely weather yesterday, and today I'm heading to Umea. It's about 50 miles. I just had 3 miles on the E4, which is the equivalent of the A1 in England. It's a bit scary, but I'm off it now and on little back roads, little quiet roads for the next 50 miles. So I'm heading to Umea and I'll be there for 4 days doing the park run and staying in a cheap hotel and relaxing, I think. Do a bit of sightseeing possibly. Anyway, nice easy day today, nice and steady all the way to Umea. Morning, I've just had breakfast, day 101. I've just had breakfast at McDonald's and now I'm heading off. I'm in the city of Lulea, so I'm heading further north up towards the Finnish border. I've got 3 days of very wet weather ahead of me, so it's a bit grim. So which one's going to crack on, but I've got the wind behind me, so that's quite good. Just very wet. So So yeah, just heading north now, and I will catch you later when I'm very wet, I'm no doubt. I'm taking shelter in this shelter next to a little supermarket, and Lulea is about 10 miles behind me. It's very wet, a bit miserable, a bit grey, but the wind's pushing me along, so I'm making actually quite good progress, just a bit wet and cold. So I stay with them. I stay with Mishko and Matilda in Lulea. They sorted out my accommodation, which is very grateful for that, and they also took me to a sauna, a proper wood burning sauna, jumping in the lake and the sea, back in the sauna, lovely. I slept so well last night. So I'm heading north, heading towards the Finnish border, the Swedish-Finnish border. I should be there tomorrow, but it's going to be very wet all day tomorrow. I'm not sure I'm going to camp. It's just going to be very wet and a bit miserable. But I'm almost at the Arctic Circle. I'm about 50 miles from the Arctic Circle. It's just quite epic, really. But I'm just going to warm up here for a few minutes and then crack on back into the rain. Well, some days it's sunny and some days it's wet, and today is definitely a wet, cold day. But it will be sunny again in the future, I'm sure. We had a little coffee and now I'm heading back into the rain. Just relentless, cold and wet. But what can you do? Well, I just have to get out of the rain. Cold, horrible. But I'm in some sort of old age person's, I'm in some sort of sheltered accommodation stroke old people's home. Outside there's all pensioners geriatrics walking about. So this is like some sort of guest room, but I just need to get out of the wet and cold. I'm just had enough. So I'm going to get out of my wet clothes and get dry, and they're going to make me a coffee, so yeah, that'll do, a cup of coffee to warm up. Anyway, I'll go and see what it's all about. Morning, day 102. I'm just leaving my care home, sheltered housing. I'm not sure what it was, but it was very warm, very comfortable, and I got breakfast, so yeah, it was quite a nice experience, really. I've been waiting for the rain to stop, but it doesn't look like it's going to stop, so I'm just heading off now, heading towards the Finnish border, or Swedish-Finnish border. Not sure if I'm going to make it today, but I should get fairly close to it and maybe cross first thing tomorrow morning. So it's more rain today, I think. Not much wind, I don't think, just more rain. So let's go and see what the last day in Sweden has to offer. Border about 60 miles to go. I think roughly this is the most northerly point of the trip. The Arctic Circle is only about 40 miles north of here. So once I get crossing to Finland, I start heading south to sunshine, I hope. Yes, my last day in Sweden is going to be. It's going to be a wet one. Again. Look at this for a little camp spot. Does look pretty amazing. The problem is, as soon as you stop moving, the mosquitoes all come out. So it does look pretty special. And that water is crystal clear. Wow. Yeah, it's very tempting. Oh, just the mosquitoes. Got to keep moving. Keep moving. I think I'm only about 20 miles from the border, so I'll find somewhere to camp where there's no mosquitoes, I hope. Anyway, I'll crack on. Well, I was so lucky. Just found this place, this little veranda, as the heavens opened. I would have been soaked otherwise. Still plenty of mosquitoes, but I'll get the tent up and get inside and get away from them all. But so next to over there, the river is Finland. So I will definitely make it there tomorrow. So this is my last day in Sweden. 3 weeks roughly. Seeing old friends, made some new friends. Been to saunas, been to car musings, done 2 park runs. So it's been epic, been fantastic. Ended a bit damp, but I think I've had everything in between. So I'm going to put up camp and get away from these mosquitoes, and hopefully they'll be gone by tomorrow morning.